Can y'all see me and hear me and all those good things? I'm late. I'm 10 minutes late, man. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I'm 10 minutes late. I told y'all I would be back though. It's official. We back. We in the game. We in the paint. Coach put me in. He said I can come back. So I came back. Now I gotta let y'all know because I know y'all nosy. Y'all want to know why I left. My DMs got flooded today. First of all, I just want to say I think I've been gone too long because StreamYard is like crazy. I wish I could like show y'all how my screen looks. And I know that there's a way for me to share my screen, but this is totally different. Right now we're streaming on Facebook and YouTube. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything together. My overlay up there. All right, we straight. Y'all already see what it is, man. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at TalksWityTy on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on the gram at TalksWityTy_ and on TikTok at TalksWityTy the podcast on TikTok. Welcome back to TalksWityTy Tuesdayz. It's your girl Ty. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Please put some ones in the chat if y'all can hear me. It's a couple people in the room. Hey y'all, did you miss me? I miss y'all. I love y'all bad. We're gonna get into all the things, okay? Because y'all nosy and y'all want to know. So we're gonna get into all of that. You already know what time it is. Without further ado, cue the intro. Bah. Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their plans. When you got it. Did y'all hear that? I could not hear my intro at all. I literally have forgotten how to work this stuff. Let me see if y'all can hear me. Oh my God, there go my dog. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know if I can hear myself. Oh yeah, y'all can hear me because it's green. Could y'all hear it? I couldn't hear no sound on my intro. It's crazy. I'm gonna run it one more time. Hold on. Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their plans. When you got it. Could y'all hear that? Y'all gotta put some ones in the chat. If y'all could hear that, like I need to know that y'all could hear me. I got a green mic, so that means my sound is on. Please excuse my dog for barking. I'm sorry, but I am at home. Hold on, let me stream it. Hold on, let me close my door. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get into it. So why did we leave? Let's talk about it. I came up here. I was in prayer last night, y'all, because I'm really struggling with my flesh. I'm really struggling with my flesh. So I'm definitely going to talk about my struggle tonight, but I'm going to talk more so about why I left. Why I left had nothing to do with me. Okay. I think I did my last episode. I don't even know when I did it. Hold on, I'm about to tell y'all. Let me go to the tube real quick. YouTube ain't gonna lie to me. Let me see. Hold up. I'm about to tell y'all when I did my last Talks with Ty episode. I did because my homegirl said I've been gone a year. I think she lying. I did my last Talks with Ty episode. My last live was, oh my God. It was a year ago. Okay. So I've been gone a year. It was a year ago. I ain't realized I've been gone that year, but it was a year ago. I'm going to tell y'all why I got off. Little update. I am finally divorced. Clap it up. Let me get some applause. Okay. I am finally divorced. I I cannot hear any sound and it is driving me crazy. What is going on? Can y'all hear me? Oh my God, I pray that y'all can hear me because I can't hear anything. But anyway, please let me know. Don't y'all let me do the whole episode and there's no sound on it. Can y'all hear me? Oh my Lord, I pray y'all can hear me. Okay, so fast forward, a situational update. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Let me go. I just don't want the kickback from it. Let me see if y'all can. Oh yeah, it's got something on it. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, good. All right. Somebody put ones in the chat. I just want to make sure. Okay, so situational update. I am officially divorced. Okay, praise the Lord. It was a long journey, I think, for both parties. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I wish him nothing but the best. Want to see that guy win all the good things. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot to talk about. I will get into marriage and all of the things. I have played every role. I have been a girlfriend, a baby mama, a wife. Now I'm a divorced woman. So, I get it, right? I get it. But very much needed to be done, right? Now, prior to our divorce being finalized, I was separated for over 4 years, just about over 4 years, slightly over 4 years, about at that 4-year mark. During that time, like we're separated, like living in different homes. We went through living in a period of time. We were living in 2 different states. You see what I'm saying? Great co-parent. Shout out to you. But during that time, some way, somehow, the women whom he was dealing with throughout that 4-year period, they kept coming across my podcast. I don't know how. Like, I'm not even gonna say the women. One particular person. I don't know if multiple people came across my podcast or not. So I'm not gonna say that. But one particular person whom he was in a relationship somehow came across my podcast. Now, let me be very clear about Talks with Ty. This is my I'm sorry, God. This is my platform. Nobody owns this but me. I run this platform. It's called Talks with Ty, the podcast. This platform is about my life, my perspective. Okay. I allow people to join in. I am real. I am raw. I am transparent. But this mine. So if you are in my life in a very respectful way, I've never disrespected anybody. I'm not a disrespectful person. You feel me? So I talk about things that I go through with respect to different stages in my life. So now in this chapter, I've been gone a year, right? So now in this chapter, you're going to get where I am in my life at 42. I just turned 42 years old, July 5th. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Like if you should get a little something, listen, if I say something and it offends you, stop watching. Like, I'm not out here coming to you. Like, this is the internet. I understand that anybody is going to find me and I'm cool with that. But like, enjoy the show, baby. Like, hit the like and follow button, hit the subscribe. Like, just chill, take your shoes off, relax. You're going to like it here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to love it over here. Y'all got to chill. Y'all be dealing with them men and I may say something about them and you feeling some type of way. Man, I've been with them guys years ago. Like, people change, people grow. You know what I'm saying? But to make a long story short, my ex-husband was in a relationship with someone and somehow, Facebook is insane, right? Because somehow that person came across my podcast and it made them feel some type of way. And if you watch my episodes, like I talk about us being cool, like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no pressure, baby. Like, if I'm talking this in reference to me, we doing something with my son or something like that, I don't know, but women, y'all have got to redirect that energy. Like, I don't know what that was even about, but long story short, that person was getting triggered for whatever reason about things that I was saying on this platform, in reference to new relationships that I was having, stuff that I was going through, referencing maybe a moment in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were getting triggered. And you got the man. I don't even talk to the man. I still don't talk to the man. Like, I didn't understand what the problem was, but I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm not here to hurt anybody. And my realness could sometimes offend people. And I just think that that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly what was triggering her, but she was going back to him. So she really know you. Yeah, of course. We was married for like, some things that people say, I don't understand. Like, I don't know, but she was triggered by things that I don't feel like she should have been triggered by, because nothing was said. At the end of the day, I'm still the mother of his child. We raising a whole 16-year-old together. You know what I'm saying? So I found that I was always talking to him about her. And we don't talk. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to talk about your relationship, because I don't have anything to do with that. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, like, I don't even know what y'all have going on. And so I'm not here to hurt nobody. Again, I'm not here to hurt nobody. And I found that a lot of people were being triggered. Prior to her, I was up here on an episode referencing a situation that a cousin of mine was going through, and a old acquaintance saw it and felt like I was talking about her, which is crazy, because this old acquaintance has actually been a helpful resource in my life. This is someone who has poured into me, that has helped me, somebody I ride about. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that I'm up here talking about you. So that wasn't the first time that she felt like that. So that just lets me know, as you grow, you start to change. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't want to hurt her, but it's just like, you could have called me. You know, we could have had a conversation. It had absolutely nothing to do with her. And I'm just like, hit dogs are going to holler. And it don't even be having nothing to do with me. You know, I could just really be up here just talking about maybe something I'm experiencing, or maybe something somebody said they going through and they want me to talk about it on the show, because that's what happened. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Right. So ultimately I stopped, because I found that people were getting hurt, specifically women. And I know what it is to be hurt as a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't here to hurt anybody. I was just here to tell my story. And it was, people, I don't know. People was just feeling some type of way. And I'm like, maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe I'm not doing something right. Let me reevaluate me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're working on yourself, sometimes you got to look at yourself. It's not everybody around you all the time. Sometimes it is you. You're the problem. So I had to take a step back and say, am I the drama here? Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Am I going about doing this thing the wrong way? You know, the platform was something that God put on my spirit for me to do, really to give glory to him, to talk about how great he has been in my life and the things that he's brought me through. The thing is, I had to be real about it. And in my stories, I was real. I was real about the things that I went through in my marriage. I was real about the things that I went through in my previous relationships. I was real about the things that I may have been growing through with maybe individuals that I was dating at the time. If you go back, you check the YouTube channel or the Facebook page, it's real. It ain't no, it's real. If I was feeling something, I came up here and I talked about it in hopes, very always respectful, but in hopes to help somebody else and help myself. You know what I'm saying? So, which brings me, why I'm back. I'm back. I did not want to come back. Like, I have really been struggling with God through prayer. He been told me to come back. He been told me to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do try to take everything to God in prayer. My spirit been said, go back. You need to talk. Because this is very therapeutic for me. I don't know. This is like a little bit of my therapy. Y'all know I see a therapist twice a week, you know, but this too is a part of my therapy. So like, I been got the assignment to come back, but I was very hesitant because again, I want to do it right. I'm not here to hurt nobody, but the spirit also let me know people going to be hurt because you're going to have some things to say. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You just do what I tell you to do. Like he didn't tell me to say that earlier, so I had to apologize because I was out of line. Flesh got the best of me. But I'm back because I was told to come back. You know what I'm saying? This thing been growing. I started this podcast in 2016. Off and on, off and on, off and on. And for a while, y'all, we had a good run. We had a good run for about 2 years. I was consistent. I was doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Like it was consistent, like it was rolling. And then all of that just was happening and it started triggering me. I'm like, man, what? I don't have to explain myself, but I try not to be a mean person. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on myself constantly, trying to evolve and become better. So Talks with Ty, we're going to start off slow with Talks with Ty Tuesdayz. So y'all catch me here every Tuesday. Talks with Ty, we will be streaming live. I'm working on getting TikTok live up. Okay. We will be streaming live from all Talks with Ty podcast platforms. That's TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. So you could catch us somewhere along there. I am going to bring back the audio. Okay. I did have it where I would upload my audio to Apple Podcasts where you could go in and listen, even if you missed the episode. So I'm working on that. I will let you guys know when that comes back. It's a work in progress. Give me a minute. This was a lot. Okay. This was a lot. But your girl is back. So without further ado, welcome to the show. Y'all already know I started off. It doesn't matter how you feel. God is still always worthy to be praised. And we are going to get into Ty's Jewel of the Day. So give me 1 second because this is different. Okay. This is really different. I do not know how to. All right, there we go. Y'all should be able to hear that because we about to get into the Jewel of the Day, baby. Okay, did I put it up there? All right. Ty's Jewel of the Day. Yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn and level up from it. Everyone is struggling with something. Oh my God, did I write this right? Everyone is struggling with something they are trying to get past. Never be ashamed to work on or build up the best version of you, baby. Just trying is the real success. Healing, self-love, self-compassion, understanding, and forgiveness are necessary for finding peace you seek. Learn from the past, accept the now, keep God first, and trust yourself to focus and create your future. No matter what, keep growing through. Love, Ty. All right, that's the jewel. Okay. So let's get into, we're going to start with where I am currently. Let y'all in my business a little bit. So I moved back to Texas because we definitely didn't talk about that. But y'all know I moved back to Texas. I've definitely done an episode since moving back to Texas because I've been back for 2 years. Okay. So y'all already know I'm back in Texas. I recently have just completed my grand opening for the salon suite, Touch by Ty Hair Co. Okay, we are open for business. All right. Y'all know I'm always in my brand, especially when I'm online. So Touch by Ty Hair Co. is now open and accepting new clients. Okay. I have just brought spa services back into the fold. So facial services are back up and live, located in the Stone Oak area of San Antonio, Texas. serving everybody, honey, all the things. When I came back, I worked for a little bit. Well, y'all know I was in esthetician school, so I am a licensed cosmetologist, also with second certifications in esthetician, and now I am currently in barber school. Okay, so this is just skill continual education, which I will be adding barbering services for men, along with skincare services that I offer now for men. Okay, so we're working on some things as far as the business is concerned. Personally, my kids are doing absolutely well. Y'all know that they are my biggest flex. Shout out to my babies, my greatest gifts, the best parts of me is them. They're both doing well. I told y'all I just turned 42 July 5th. I also did my grand opening. That's personal. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, the stuff y'all want to know. Y'all already know how I feel about God, right? I talk about that. I'm very open about how I feel and what the Lord, and when I say the Lord, I mean Jesus Christ. Because sometimes people be talking about God and I don't know who they be talking about. I am talking about Yeshua, Yahweh, okay? Abba, Yesu, Jesus. That's who I am talking about. Jesus Christ. When I say God, that's what I mean, okay? All right. We're talking about this God, okay? Yeah, that one. So it has been a struggle. Again, I have been single. Let's get into that. I have been single for about 3 years. I was dating a person when I got back. I was dating a guy who I cared about deeply, very, very much so. And, you know, dudes just, I don't know what's wrong with them. You can't live with them, ladies. You can't live without them. I don't know what's wrong with them, but, you know, it just didn't work out. We still cool, though. He cool, but God, respectfully, God does not play about me. And which brings me into what I'm talking about now. When you know that you have a light, you know how you shine, you cannot go around here putting your hands on things that do not belong to you. Okay? I am struggling in the flesh. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Your girl has been celibate for almost 2 years. Okay? I have been well over a year celibacy, well over. Okay, no humping around. Clap it up. That's right. Okay, chilling, and it takes a lot for me to become attracted to a person. Like I will probably watch you for a little bit. I will probably I don't know. I need to see certain things in you about you for me to be like, I'm attracted to you. Like I might find you attractive to the eye, but then I can meet you or go out with you and you do something stupid and I'm like, yeah, no. Because my cutoff game is like super strong. It's like ridiculous. It's like really, really bad. It's really bad. So I have a problem with that. Like I know I should not cut people off like that, but I just do what I need to do for me and my peace and my mind. And just I'll go back into my shell and I'll just start over. Right. So it takes a lot for me to be jonesing on somebody. You know, like blushing, excited, liking it, all of the things. Right. And I think this particular individual I was jonesing on for a minute, right? Like found in a cool type of way though, nothing crazy. Contact was made, and then you as you talk to people, you find out, boom, can't touch that. Like off limits, you know. He didn't already put a ring on it somewhere else. Like that. Like can't touch that like that. Now me, as a woman on this walk, this long and narrow road. I get it. I've been there. And in that, I understand that marriage is work. Okay. My downfall of my marriage was not all him. It was some of me too. I didn't know anything about being a wife. I didn't know anything about, it's a bug in here. I didn't know anything about supporting someone, loving on someone. My bad, y'all. What it meant to like be a wife. I didn't know anything about that. Never seen it, didn't have an example of it. The women that I came up under are very independent, strong, work hard, don't need no, like very much me. I am a replica of that. Hustle hard, out the gate, big boss energy. Like those are my grandmother, God rest her soul. Which I gotta tell you about that, my baby, but I don't want to cry, so I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, just boss. Man, the women in my family got balls. Like I just came up, I couldn't have no weak backbone. I just couldn't. And so that's kind of all I know. And there comes a time in your life where you have to learn how to be feminine. You have to learn how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And my marriage taught me that. My inability, right? I was ignorant to a lot of things at the time. And I think I made things that I should have made better. I probably made worse. But it's because I was put in a position to do what I needed to do, you know? And for me at that time, because what I saw in relationships was no matter how bad they are, you stay. So that's what I thought it was supposed to be. But that's not true. If it's that bad, you need to go. you need to go. Don't stay. But I say that to say, give it all you got before you leave. Marriage is constant work. You're constantly growing with someone. I think about all the shifts in my life that I've had in growth. You know, the forks in the road that I've had to take as an individual, you know? And so in marriage, you're taking, you have those as an individual as well as with someone else. You know what I mean? And sometimes you grow closer together and sometimes you grow apart. I tell people what I did. Fight until you can't fight no more, you know, or until the other person stop fighting with you. Because you can't fight alone, you know. So you keep digging your nails in the dirt and trying to grab that thing until you know, okay, this is it. And you'll know when it's it. You'll know when it's it. No one will have to tell you. No one's going to have to give you advice. That is one thing that I have learned. You will know when your marriage is over. You will know when the time is like, this is it. It's time. No one's going to have to tell you that. No one has to persuade you. No one has to make up your mind. You will know. Excuse me. God will reveal it to you. Trust you me. If you keep him first if you keep him first in your, he going to let you know. He's going to let you know. You're not going to, it's not going to be any guesswork. So I say that to say, if you're in a situation and you're thinking about if you should leave, it ain't time to go yet. It's not time to go. Because you're not going to have to think. You would have been in past that stage. You would have been in past the weighing the option stage. There's no option to weigh because at the end, you're going to choose you. Because you'll be choosing that person for so long and not be, and for so long you haven't been chosen back, or the clashing has become to a point where it's unhealthy for the both of you. You know, it gets to a point where that volcano erupts and you have to save yourself. You know, that's I'm only speaking about, again, this is about me. So when it was time, I knew I did not have to second guess it, think about it. And I think that that's why I'm able to be in the peace that I'm in today. with it. It's all good. You know, it's okay if it doesn't. It's okay. Not everything works out. A lot of the times we put ourselves in situations we never even asked God permission if we were supposed to be there in the first place. I never asked God if I was supposed to marry the man that I married. I never did it. I did not do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pray about it. I wasn't even thinking about God at that time of my life. I'm just being real. So I was more worried about everything else that didn't matter, and got into something that I truly, truly believe maybe wasn't intended for me to get into at that time, and did it and just rolled with it. And a beautiful baby boy came out of it. God still blessed me while I was in my mess. Facts. Somehow I still made it through all the things that I made it through. Trenches, but I'm here. So when your marriage has come to an end, you will not have to guess. You will know that it's time. That's one thing. That's what happened with me. I got a friend of mine right now. She going through it, and I told her, "You're gonna know. You'll know. You're not gonna have to do what you're doing right now. If you're doing what you're doing right now, if you're guessing if you should make the choice to leave, should I leave? Should I stay? Stay. Don't walk out too soon. Don't walk out too fast. If you're walking away, you should have peace. No matter how bad you think it may be, you know that it's the right decision for you. So for me, that's how I feel. I had some time to mourn my marriage, you know, to know that it was over. And when the final decision was made, it was literally a weight lifted off of my chest. Now I could go out here and live and not feel bad or guilty or feel like because I was in sin. I just told you treacherous. I'm another man's wife with dealing with somebody else. You know, I'm not supposed to be doing that, but we want what we want. I was in a relationship with somebody throughout that time. So like, you want what you want. It don't make it right, but it is what it is. Let's keep it funky. So that's where I was. But my marriage was long over. And even in dating, I was able to explain that to people. And the crazy thing is, the two gentlemen that I dated throughout that 4-year period, both of them said to me, it's like I wasn't even married. That's how done we were. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were done. It was just the point of me getting the paperwork signed, us getting the legalities finalized so that we can do what we need to do. So I say that to say, if you're going through that, if you're in that space and you're not sure, it's not time. Because you're going to know. You're not going to have to guess if the other situation is worth it. If you should, man, you're going to know that thing over. It's time. Hey, we done here. And you'll be cool with starting over on your own, as scary as it may be. You're going to be ready to do all of that. You ain't going to have to think about none of that. So that's just me. That's my experience with that. And like I told y'all, going back, I am jonesing on, it's crazy how life works. It's crazy how life works, because God has a way of humbling you. Because here I am, a woman who's had this done to me. I know how this feels. You understand what I'm saying? And here I am jonesing through conversation, finding out, because I never would have approached that. Let me be very clear, y'all. I never would have approached that situation had I known that it was in a union. I never would have done that. I never would have done that. Never. I don't move like that. I don't put my hands on things that don't belong to me, because I understand what comes with that. And so, talking all of that, and I done already jonesed on you. crushed on you. And then I find out this. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So right now in my life, my body, my flesh is attracted to something that I have no business being attracted to. And I feel horrible. I feel horrible. I feel so, I'm keeping it 100, real, raw. I feel horrible about it. There is a huge part of me that is like, Takia, are you crazy? But I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, this is a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I know now. I still like, like, man, what? I still like you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the Lord I had to get on my knees and go to God in prayer, crying tears on this floor in here last night. Like, God, please take this away. Nah, we can't have it. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, God has been too good. And I love Christ more than life itself. I ain't gonna play with my man like that. That's my man, 100 grand. I be on that line too much. I get on Jesus' nerves too much. He be looking out for your girl. He let me know he too real for me to spit in his face like that. Like, I'm a loyal person. I can't even do that. That's number one. Even though I want to, that's where you gotta work on that flesh and be in control. You know what I'm saying? Say the things like, hey, you can't do this. That's number one. Number two, right? Because this is an honest conversation. This is something that I'm dealing with. I ain't did nothing with this person. I ain't messing with nobody. I ain't doing that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm feeling. You feel me? So number two is I had like, because I be journaling in the middle of the day because I be needing to like process my thoughts. So I was journaling, and as I'm journaling, a lot of the stuff I ball up, rip up, throw away. I just need to get the thought out. I'm journaling today. And God revealed something to me very special about myself. You know what I'm saying? Which is another reason why you got to keep your hands off of things that don't belong to you. Everything I touch is blessed. Everything I put my hands to prospers. Now, I'm not saying I don't have no struggle. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I don't go through things. I'm just saying it hit. I might put it down for a little bit, pick it back up, but it's definitely gonna shine. I can't just be carelessly putting my hands on things that don't belong to me, because when I pick something up, there's value in that. And the way that the Lord has programmed me, where are these bugs coming from? Be a hole in my. It's got to be a hole in my window. I need to close that window. But anyway, the way that God has programmed me, I pour into whatever it is that I have, and I also understand the purpose for my life. Right? I'm an acts of service person, and a part of my purpose is to be of service. There have been times where I have been of service to things that I had no business being of service to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this about this particular individual. I'm just saying in general. I have been doing things that have derailed me from whatever I was supposed to be doing. And I ain't had no business doing that. Because the truth of the matter is, users use, takers take, and givers give. And once you start understanding who you are in life, I think that you'll be able to pick your relationships a little bit more wiser. You'll be able to pick the rooms and be able to identify where you're supposed to be. I definitely think that this person is supposed to be my friend. I'm supposed to pour into them, but I don't get to put my hands on them. Being obedient is absolutely discomforting. This walk is long and narrow and hard because I can easily do what I want to do, but I don't want to lead anybody into sin. I'm fighting sin every day. I'm still growing. I'm still trying to change. How am I going to deal with a Jezebel and then turn around and become one? Girl, get yourself together. Okay. The Holy Spirit got me all the way together. And I could have all these characteristics of a good woman. And I know that I'm a wife and still subject myself to a situation I ain't got no business being in. God is not going to bring you something that is not right. So it's not that I'm not supposed to pour into whatever this is, but not like that. Watch yourself. Y'all better tighten up. Y'all better tighten up. Watch yourself. And not too long ago, I was dealing with the Jezebel spirit in women. And I wasn't mad at these women. I understood it because they wanted what they wanted. But the truth of the matter is it didn't belong to them. Respectfully, I could still have that old thing back. I chose and still choose not to. I choose me. So I can't choose me in one situation that God has delivered me from and then go and throw myself in somebody else's. Like, Takia, get it together, girl. Like, get it together. I really had to deal with myself last night in prayer because I'm saying, dang, God, I can't get one. Like, dang, I can't have what I want. Why I can't have what I want? I can't have what I want. And the Holy Spirit was like, no, you cannot.
No, you can't have that. Is you crazy?
Straight up. Like, absolutely not. No, ma'am. And if you go over there, you better be able to stand on it. And I'm just like, I can't even see what that, nope. You can't even see what that joint about. No. Y'all, this is how the spirit be talking. Like, nah, shawty, you can't even see. Well, just a little, nah. No. Not even one night. No, not even one night. You take your tail over there, you won't be crying. You ain't supposed to be doing that. So whatever come over the good, you better be ready. I can see my angel in the corner like, don't do it, sis. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just like, I just want to see. I just want to feel it one time. Boom. And then I leave it alone. No. And y'all, I'm mad about it. I'm not mad, but I'm like, because what you put him here for? What do you want me to do? What you put him here for? You know what I'm saying? I was minding my business. What you give me this for and then I can't do nothing with it? Spirit say you do what I tell you to do with it. If you like it like you say you do, you handle it correctly. You be a woman of valor, a woman of respect. The woman that I called you to be, young lady, even when you don't want to be her. Y'all better tighten up. Okay. But God, what if I don't want to be her right now? We get a choice. And that's just what the Spirit let me know. You got a choice, baby. You don't have to do what I tell you to do. You can have it your way. But that ain't how I want nothing. I only want what's for me. And if that ain't for me, I don't want it. Respectfully. So I say this. This is just what I'm dealing with currently, y'all, in my personal life. And this is very new for me. This is a very new situation. To be having an attraction to something that I ain't got no business having an attraction to. You know? But I understand marriage. So I have a different type of respect for it. Like, y'all, I respect marriage differently. After having one for 14 years, I respect it differently. You know what I'm saying? No matter what stage of it that you are in, you're still married. And I'm going to let you ladies in on something that may be dealing with having feelings about a man who may be in union with someone. Even if it's on the downfall or outskirts, or they're in probably one of the roughest patches that they've been in their life, right? In their union. You don't get to come in and disrupt that. You have no right to come into somebody's union and disrupt. Further, bring malice to whatever it is that they have going on. Fellas, if you are dealing with a woman and she is in union, you do not have the right to disrupt that, no matter how messed up, bad, unhealthy, rocky, terrible, abuse, whatever. You do not have the right to come in and further disrupt that. You are wrong. And I'm dealing with these feelings of having wrong emotions towards a situation that I ain't never dealt with nothing like this. I ain't never dealt with feeling like, dang, I feel terrible for liking something that I have no, and we ain't even cross souls. Like that's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? I just feel bad for liking. I really don't know how people do this with a straight face. This is crazy, but I did it. At the end of the day, I was in union, very much separated, all of that, legally separate, but I was in union with someone. And I wonder why it never worked out with nobody. It was a mess from the jump. You can't have what doesn't belong to you. As much as I was liking the person or persons that I dated throughout the time of me being separated, it wouldn't have stuck because I'm in union with something else. That's why you got to close one door before you open another. There's no way that you could possibly think in your mind that you can deal with someone who is in a union and have them completely. They belong to somebody else until that thing is over. I don't care what they say. This is a fact. I've lived it. You can't move with them a certain way and do things with them a certain way. They got to take care of that. So don't get involved in it. If you might have a crush or be liking on, just don't do it. If you want what you want to be blessed, don't you go tapping. Don't you go getting your feet wet in nobody's pond. Don't you go in nobody else's fence, walking all on their grass, defecating on their porch, walking through their house with muddy shoes, walking back out and thinking ain't nobody gonna deal with you, thinking you ain't gonna have to go and clean up that mess you created in somebody else's house. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, don't mess around. You mess around, you're gonna find out. And so that's where I'm at. And I still have feelings. I'm human. And I'm learning how to deal with those human feelings because I've never been on this side of the fence. Your girl ain't never been here. I ain't never been on this side of the fence. So it makes me look at those women with a little bit more grace. I ain't gonna lie. It makes me, what those women were feeling, it had nothing to do with me. Even though me and that man were married at the time, what those women were feeling for him had nothing to do with me. The difference between me and those women is I know that pain and I don't want to do it to nobody else. So I say, I'm cool. I hear you. You got it, big dog. All right. Don't touch it. Move back. Back that up. These hands are sacred. Can't be putting them on everything, girl. All that work I done did in you and you just gonna go touching any and everything. Nah, we ain't doing that. And I know my value. So whatever I put my hands on, I want it to belong to me. I want that more than anything. That's why I'm taking my time. I ain't out here. I know what come with me. And I can't be giving that up to everybody. I don't want to give it up to everybody. And so that is it's not even a whole because I haven't done anything, but this is what I'm feeling right now in my life. This is what I'm experiencing. This is what your girl is going through, like a crazy change. And you live, I'm a very, yeah, if you know me, you know I'm a very black and white, principle-based young lady. Like I don't get outside my square, certain things. I'm big on rules and regulations and order and discipline. I'm big on that. Like it's just certain things you just don't do. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't Jones on something that I ain't had no business jonesing on. Because had I known, I would have cut it off at the gate. Like, oh yeah, nah, we good. I'm good on that. I would have already been started looking somewhere else. I would never even have continued to look at that. But sometimes things are about testing your growth. And yeah, discipline is uncomfortable. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable when you want to grow. And I'm proud of myself. Like, ain't nobody got to be proud of me. I'm proud of me. Number one, I'm able to admit what I'm feeling. I'm able to talk about it openly and know that it's normal. The word says to flee from lust because none of us are strong enough to deal with it. Lust is strong. It's powerful, man. It will have you doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing. You will be caught up in just lusting. Like just lusting. Just lusting all day, every day, all over the place. Just a lustful mess. Like just lusting. Lust will have you jacked up. Lust can also be very blinding because you sometimes can't see past what the feeling. You know what I'm saying? You got to get over that feeling. Lust will have you jacked up. And so that's why the word says simply to flee. I got to close this window. These bugs are really coming after this light. To flee from lust because you're not strong enough to deal with it. I don't care how much of the word you're into, how much you fast and pray, you better flee. Get your shoes on and run the opposite direction because the body we're in this shell. Food, sex are the two things the body craves the most. Food and sex. Teach your kids how to master their feelings of lust. You can feel something for somebody, but that does not mean you have to act on it. That don't mean you got to be horny all the time and humping and doing all that. Relax. Learn how to control that flesh. Because it'll have you in some stuff, man. If you don't, it will have you in some stuff. And I'm just at a point, I've never been a fleshy person. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm with you, I'm with you. And I'm with you. So you can't do that with everybody. And you definitely cannot do that to things that don't belong to you. too player for that, baby. Respectfully. So I'm proud of myself because I'm able to identify these things. I am growing. It feels good. It does not feel good. I would much rather do other things. I'm not gonna lie. But number one, I love God too much. Number two, I love myself. I deserve what's for me. And number three, I actually care about not hurting people. Like, I do not want to bring pain or malice to anybody. And if at any time I'm putting my fleshly needs first, I could easily go out here and say, I don't care, I need that thing one time. Because that's how I feel. But it is not worth the pain that it's going to cause. Because I am very much not a situation that you're going to want to leave. And I know that. I understand who I am. So to lead someone in union into that, I can't face God with that. I'm scared. And I don't want to go to hell. I don't know about what nobody else want to do. I don't want to go to hell. Okay. It is extremely hot. Okay. And I don't want to go there. I don't want to know what any of that is like. I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to do any of that. Okay. I do not want to do any of that. And I don't want to be the cause of that happening to somebody else. You know, we both looking at each other, everybody gone, and me and you looking at each other crazy. No. I'm trying to be gone too. And I want you to be gone with me. I want all of us to make it up there the first time. Okay. Not the second time. We want to go on round one. So that's where I'm at, like in my life, as far as like relationship. I don't have one. I'm single. You're a girl, and I'm happy. I am happily single and thriving and growing and trying to get my life together. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to keep my business straight, making sure my taxes are paid. This tax stuff. Where does this money go? Like, have y'all ever thought about where do taxes go? Where does it go? Man, I'm tired. Like, having a business is not for the weak. This entrepreneurship life is but it is one of the most rewarding things I've done. So I'm going to stick it out because I want to give up every day. I want to quit. I want to close the doors. I want to say I'm done. I'll just go get a job teaching again, pouring back into people, and I'm cool. But my business is not about me. It's about God's people. And somehow he keeps those doors open, honey. Because some days I be looking like, how we going to do this? And he come figuring it out. So that's God's work. I won't touch it. I'll just be obedient to it as I'm trying to be obedient to this word, as I'm trying to walk this walk right. And God is real if I am here. Lord knows, honey, because I've come along. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I've been up here an hour. And that's the first show. That is TalksWityTy Tuesdayz for this week. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for getting back up here. I'm proud of myself for getting back to it. And I'm proud of myself for being extremely transparent and honest about where I am and what I will and will not do. I'm proud of myself for loving me enough to choose me. I'm proud of myself for loving God enough to do what's right, even when I don't want to. Let me be very clear about that. I want to do what I want to do. But I ain't messing with my man like that. God been too good, you know. And this is at the end of the day, this individual is a good person, you know. So it would be on me, and I'm too scared to bear that. I don't want no parts of that. I ain't even trying to see God wrath like that. I'm trying to hit 6 figures this year, you know. get that flesh under control. You got to go to the altar with that thing. Listen, don't be scared to go to God. He already know. He already know. Like, he already know what you got going on. He already know what you're dealing with. He already know. You better get to the altar. Okay? Cry it out. Let him know he got you. He holding me down. Clink, clink. Clink, clink. He holding me down. So, yeah, that's where we at, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in this week. I will be back on Tuesday, next Tuesday, same time, 9 p.m. So make sure you are tuning in, okay? And I'm trying to think, do I have anything else to say? I don't think I do. I think that's it. We've been up here an hour. Y'all check out my girl, Mayada. Follow me on all social media platforms. If you want to drop something in the Cash App, it's $ first and last name. It's at the top here. Oh. It's at the top. It's right there to keep this thing going because it ain't free to be up here, baby. Bills got to be paid. I love y'all. I will see y'all next week. Keep God first in all that you do. It's your girl Ty, and I'm out.
That's not a flex, that's to let you know I'm not the one who took 3 or 4. Got really, really tired of waiting at doors. Someone no right to tell me where to go. So I'm taking it in my hands before I'm only taking back everything that belongs to me. You ain't gonna come to and control the undo all that I have done. I'm back on my way, yeah. Fuck out my face, you won't see me break, cause I know what made me, yeah. Stay out of my lane, hear me when I say I'm not here to save you. I'm not here to save you. That's for you when you make up. Cause I'm on my way up. I'm back on my way. I can't save nobody. I put my cape down, sorry. I'm gonna need some boundaries, cause I'm keeping my peace. I can't save nobody. I put my cape down, sorry. I'm gonna need some boundaries,